Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. And you can actually hear me today, guys. Oh, that microphone thing. That was most upsetting. But hope you guys are having a happy Friday. We have got some mail from Gragno. Going to go ahead and read that and get started with the RP storyline today. Let's see. The first step. Swindlegear. Our first step in this adventure is clear. Right after capturing your father, Your father? The demon headed somewhere to Ashenvale, most likely to meet with someone. Meet me at the Morshran ramparts on the border of the Barrens and Ashenvale, and we'll figure out our plan of attack there. Gragno. Yeah, I don't think you really want to deal with Papa Swindlegear. He was a bit fierce. And that's coming from me. So we will go ahead and fly that direction. I don't know if it's faster to go ahead and just fly. You know what? It's right there. Also apologize in the last episode, not just for the microphone, but also for joining a raid that had already beaten one of the bosses. But at least we saw the Gahoon fight, and we're able to bloody Vol'jin's glaive. And continue that storyline if we feel so inclined here later. But after we get done with the first part of this RP storyline, we'll be continuing the Warfront campaign. Apparently there's some really cool storyline stuff that happens during it. And I cannot wait. And we are right now flying over where Grom Hellscream met his end. At least the original one. And there's the Morshran ramparts. Good old Barrens. Well, not the old Barrens. If I want to see the old Barrens, I'll play Warcraft Classic. Don't know if I'm actually going to do that, by the way, guys, but I have been debating it in my head. Because I did start playing in the middle of Burning Crusade, so a lot of the vanilla aspects were still there. And playing an enhancement shaman who wields a two-hander again would be pretty enticing. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Is he here? Said the ramparts, right? Ah. Yeah.
Explosive!
Yeah, long time. Ooh, look at him. I think he's upgraded his armor a bit.
Ah, you made it. Sorry for not making it the past few weeks. I had some business to take care of. Entirely unrelated, but it was there.
Yeah, no worries. I was doing war stuff. So what's cooking here?
Excuse me if I made too much sense at times. I haven't had a beer in days. Haha.
Oh, if I'd known that, I would have grabbed something I could actually give him, since the befuddling brew is soulbound.
Well, here's how this is going to work.
Swindlegear listens intently.
Demons, in their nature, are covered from head to toe in fel energy. So much fel energy that it stains the space around them.
I bet we're going right over where Grom died. I wonder. Because that would be the most fell.
If you know what to look for, you can see the exact movements a demon has made in the past few years. down to their mouth movements.
Neat. Or neat.
This is what I'm going to be doing today.
We heading to Demon Fall Canyon? That seems to be the most obvious place.
Around you, there's a huge clump of fel energy. This belongs to the demon you are searching. Why, yes. Yes, we are. How did you figure that?
Just knowing that's where Big Grom met his end fighting the giant demon. Or Pit Lord, rather.
A historian, are you? Well, we better not waste time.
Yeah, jump in. Oh, he's got that shield. I really like that shield design. With the circle-centered cross. I forgot there's an actual name for that design. Taking a shortcut here. Oh, the Warsong Labor Camp.
Now, am I seeing an outline of an undead Forsaken walking these roads? Yeah. We're on the right track.
Do. I think we may be able to... Whee! Where we're going, we don't need roads. Oh, that'll work.
You seem to have used this shortcut many times before.
It's some holiday to pay respects. And a bit of coin.
I can't argue with that.
Ooh, corroded skull. Broken horns. Wait, that thing don't have horns.
Alright, I see the outline once again.
I was gonna say, do orcs even walk faster? Does everyone walk faster than a goblin? It's like, what's going on here? I love the obelisks that are just kind of standing there, glowing menacingly.
In the middle of that blackened pit, that's where our target arrived at. Next to Grom's monument.
Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots.
Now then.
Go ahead and let Gragno do his whatever it is, you know. I don't recall warriors being able to do this. I don't know any professions, so maybe he's a specialist.
I am seeing... Yes, I'm seeing two demonic figures. One Eridar, one... I cannot tell the other one apart. Oh, here's what they said.
Oh, we gonna get a puppet show? Or is he gonna log out and... Oh.
Ah, Vitamin C. You made it.
Blink.
Do you really need to use these code words here?
So, demons use code words, huh? Like vitamin C?
You never know who could be listening. We aren't exactly in an unpopular area.
Smee, don't drag your butt on the Vel residue.
Yes, just get to the point.
It's kind of there's no music or anything here. You did the thing, didn't you, Smee?
Dreisty has been successfully captured. Everyone around him thinks that he is stuck in time.
Woo, a prequel. I will ponder the situation.
It seems like it. Tell me, Jarrah. Code words. Vitamin C. It seems like it. Dead south. What's our next plan of attack?
The day I learned, demon folk have bad code names.
We must head to Arathi Basin and kill a certain orc. This orc is the only mortal who has any chance of taking me down. Who? Gragno? He's a silly old drunk. He's probably forgot about you.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Perhaps, but I wish to be certain. We have all the time in the universe.
Yeah, we head to Arathi Basin next.
Yes, of course. And what about that mongrel? What, the goblin?
Hey!
Yes, him. What's his name? Swindlenut?
Yeah!
I'm busy, you filthy demon. Now, where was I?
The demon was apologizing for getting my name wrong. Can you believe that, Smee? What about you, Crackers? I have never been more offended in my life.
That doesn't matter. He has all the riches that we need. In several months' time, we'll lure him into the caverns of time and kill him, under the guise of his old pal Deristy.
Didn't exactly work for him now, did it? Waiting for any more demons to suddenly pop up and interrupt the proceedings.
Perfect. Perfect.
Hey, do you mind?
There's just one problem. Yes?
And what kind of complication did they face? I'm curious where this is going to go.
Deristy Jr. is still alive and kicking, and is attempting to bring his father back. Yeah, and that's all I can decipher.
Yeah, so the demon wanted to kill me in the caverns. And you're the key somehow?
Seems like it. I'm the only person that knows his motives and how he attacks. He fears me. It's funny, really.
So, let me see your note here.
Oh, Jarazorth is speaking to an unknown demon by the name of Vitamin C. A weird name, but that does not matter.
Must have a hell of an immune system.
As I expected, they're heading to the Arathi Highlands.
May need to track down the bronze dragon there. Not exactly a safe place to be right now.
They said Arathi Basin, so they probably converged at the entrance to that particular place.
Since it's now a battleground.
If you have any ideas on where this bronze dragon may be, I'm all ears.
Going to be a bit of a trek, I'm afraid.
They are exceptionally talented at hiding themselves with disguises. Even more so than Jarazorth because they are drowning in fel energy all the time.
Afraid they're hanging out at the entrance from the wetlands.
Well, next week we'll meet at the entrance of Arathi Basin.
Yeah, it sounds good, boss. We can go ahead and do that. Do you need a ride out of here?
Very well. I will think of how to approach this bronze dragon. Also, no. I can leave myself.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll see you then, Gragno.
I must see if I can find any more interesting patches of fel energy that provide useful information.
Yeah, we'll see you then, Gragno. Happy hunting.
You as well.
To Arathi next. Once he has a demon. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, you're gonna find some residue that way. See, I like that. Like the RP sessions that last about 20 minutes or so and don't take up the entire episode. Good stuff. Except for like the big like reveals. Okay, now what? Oh, I know what we can do. So, with the Honor Bound, the faction where their quartermaster is right outside the Banshee's Well, I was able to get some missions to unlock some more features for bases.
Do you know who I am?
And remember, we unlocked like all the stuff over in Kulturas. We've unlocked some stuff here in Zandalar, and it was actually really expensive. It was like 500 war resources just for the mission, and then you had to unlock the mission, which I think was like 100 or 200 more. Fortunately, I'd gathered a lot of resources beforehand, and we can go ahead and get those settled. I'd already talked to Nathanos and got all that taken care of. By the way, speaking of Nathanos, I hope everyone, and you may be wondering why I'm mentioning Nathanos into this segue, but if you guys haven't seen the Safe Haven cinematic, I strongly suggest you do. My boy Thrall is back, who was one of my favorite characters when I started playing Warcraft. I'm a big fan of him in the novel series. It's great to have Green Jesus back. And just to kind of give a premise, I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but I think Nathanos may be behind what happened in the trailer. That didn't really seem like something that Sylvanas would do. I don't know. But anyway, here is one of the things that we've been able to unlock, a nice shiny mission command table here at the Great Seal. The mission command table appears stable and up to our standards. Cool. So that makes life much easier. I actually... Well, no, I still have missions and such down over at the Banshee's Well, so I don't need to set the Great Seal as my Hearthstone again. And next up, we need to head to Vol'dun, to the Vulpira Hideaway.
Greetings. Zandala forever.
We have something new at all of the main bases, I guess. So Vulpira Hideaway there in Vol'dun, and here in Nazmir, over at the Zul'Jan Ruins. Now, these buffs I don't think are as cool as the ones in Kulturas, but they do have a lot more utility, I think, and that counts for a lot. Also, while we're in flight, I want to go ahead and read this thing to you guys. The Sermon of the High Exarch. If you remember the quest where we were able to unlock the Magar, and I've completely spaced every episode actually reading this, the unyielding conviction of the light is palpable upon these pages. So we took this from, What's-His-Dink. Brothers and sisters. Sorry. Decades have passed since the last vestiges of the Legion were driven from Draenor.
It's likely that the Alliance will fall victim to the Blood Trolls.
but I want to ensure
You know, I'm
that
trying
mine-
to read in Kramash, and you're just being rude. I'm going to read this in Swindle's voice. Brothers and sisters, decades have passed since the last vestiges of the Legion were driven from Draenor. We could not have accomplished this noble undertaking without the aid of the Orc clans, united as the Magi. Our fondest wish is that for all the people of Draenor to remain unified in purpose. Sadly, this dream is not shared by all of those who once stood beside us. Many noble ex-Nork orcs have embraced the light. Exarch Hellscream has been an example for his people to follow. Yet sadly, even his own father resists the true path. Holy crap. I believe with all my heart that the Magi are destined to join us as servants of the light. But first, they must be taught to trust the Naru as we do. The Light Mother has blessed me with visions. I know that one day the army of the light will march across the great dark beyond and bring order to countless troubled worlds. It doesn't sound familiar at all. That bold future begins here, with us. We must make Draenor whole again. I call upon you all to ensure that the future promised by the Light Mother is fulfilled. Purge the infection that prevents Draenor's heart from being whole. The light will forge a new future for the orcs. But first, we must save the Magi from themselves. No more division and no more defiance. In the light, we shall be one. So 2 things there. One, I've never heard the term Light Mother before, so I wonder if that's some sort of corrupted being that may be posing as such. I mean, we saw with the self-righteous Chandelier that Illidan killed that some of them are not exactly on the up and up. And then, Exarch Hellscream, even his own father resists it. So Garrosh is in that timeline and has joined this crusade. So we may run into the Exarch sometime down the line since they've established this new holy crusade. Hey, how you doing there, Dust? Caravan Master.
Need something?
How can I help a wary traveler like yourself today? Oh, you better believe me, I'm glad to be out of the hands of the faithless. Thank you so much. If you ever need a ride in a caravan, you be sure to let me know. In fact, here, have one now.
Surviving means being resourceful.
Eh? What are we doing? Eh? Oh, I'm on the wagon. I am controlling the wagon. Yeah, with Max and Molly.
Oh, this is nice. I think this is actually faster. Extremely fast mount, but cannot stop, and you have it for a certain amount of time. Does the wagon have any valuables? Because I would really enjoy that. Alright, that's cool if I need to go to get somewhere in a hurry. It's kind of like riding the giant over there in Tiergard Sound.
Have you come to trade?
Next up,
Remember,
Zul'Jon.
has its use.
So I'm probably going to go ahead and throw that in the bank. Just so we have a little bit of a reference point. So Light Mother and Exarch Hellscream. Can they just do one timeline where Garrosh doesn't end up like that? Like some sort of crazed fanatical leader? I know people are already upset that Sylvanas is already kind of walking that path line. And you guys have already heard at length about what I thought about the whole Garrosh storyline. I do know some Alliance players, which I am not, but some Alliance players are kind of upset that Horde are getting all the cinematics. I guess Horde have all the juicy storylines this expansion, while the Alliance is just kind of taking care of Jaina's family drama and other stuff, but I was like, I'd love for the Alliance to have something like that, just because we would really like to retain a war chief for longer than an expansion. Oh, okay, looks like a shaman's been here. Honor an altar at the Zul'Jon ruins. Oh, cool, we can get the buffs and everything. The blessing washes over you, and you can feel it persist on you for as long as you remain in Zandalar. Oh, really? Oh, so it's not, it's a permanent thing as long as we're here in Zandalar. That's sick. So we can get Bwamsamde's blessing. And Kragwa's blessing. When damage below 25%, absorb a ton of damage. Yeah, you know what? I think I like that. That is spiffy, because when we were doing that before, it was a limited amount of time, I thought. I may have been mistaken in that, but still. That one was worth it.
Show me your coin, and I will show you my wares.
Go ahead and sell off
Come
our
again.
trash.
Show me your coin, and I will show you my wares.
Nothing to repair. So, time to summon the quartermaster here. How you doing there, Gabba? And I've got special items right here. So go ahead and take this Sermon of the High Exarch and put it right there. And we're good. Alright guys, we got a productive bit of roleplay today. And we also were able to take care of some of these improvements. And now we got a perma buff, which... Can you not do that behind me? Smee! Okay, we got someone who does all kinds of profane dancing behind me, and we got a dog who likes to drag his butt anyway. Don't you laugh at me. Don't you laugh at your captain. But, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone. Whoa!